Hey everybody in the Ecovillage land there, how's it going? This is Brett, and I just wrote a little post that I feel is important enough to make a live video. So I'd like to read it to you, and I hope that you groove to it. If you don't, oh well. I explained this quite well, and I hope that you like it. Okay. So, for those of you that don't know, I am a natural health teacher, mostly on YouTube, but in other ways. And my channel is Vitality Massage. Okay? And the title is I am a natural health teacher, and it goes like this. One of the most important things for good health is to stick to the rule of eating, which is to eat only whole natural foods. If a person is smart and connected enough and respectful enough of themselves and nature, then they will stick to the rule. Being fat is a sure sign that they are not sticking to the rule. I, for one, certainly do not want to live amongst people that don't even have the gumption to at least stick to the most basic rule of creation. The most basic rule of creation, okay, is to eat only whole, natural foods. And anyone that thinks that I'm fat shaming or that I have fat phobia is just making up bad excuses for people's processed food addiction, okay? And it's very simple and easy to see in this world that we live in right now. It's amazing. People today are so obese. It's so weird to me. Because back in the 70s, 80s, it wasn't like this. In the 60s, look at videos. You go back on YouTube and look at old videos and you'll see people weren't fat. They weren't obese. They weren't all full of parasites like they are today. And I'm not asking anything of anyone that I don't do myself. I've not eaten any processed food for 30 years now. Okay? So in my 20s, I started educating myself. I started learning by reading books. There wasn't internet. Okay? I just saw the truth in these things. And it dinged in my head, and I was like, oh, well, that's the way it is. You're supposed to only eat whole natural foods. And I gradually started becoming a naturalist. And that's who I'm looking for this group. I'm not looking for the rest. They're a dime a dozen. Most people out there, 99% of people out there, are processed food addicts. And none of those people belong in this community. Okay, so I'm not trying to change people. I'm looking for people that already know these truths to join me in an eco-village. Fuck the rest. There's absolutely nothing that I can do to change them. Nothing. And so in bullets, people that eat processed food have bad breath. They get bad skin, they get pimples, boils, and viruses. They have digestive systems full of parasites. Then they get sick and they have to go on drugs. They go to doctors, medical doctors, okay? I've never spent 1 penny on health insurance. Even if I could afford health insurance right now, if somebody gave me $1 million, I probably wouldn't buy any. So they make everyone around them sick too, because everyone else has to deal with their pain. And that's the thing. This community does not want to deal with people that are processed food eaters. Sick, fat, processed food eaters. The older people get, the more sick they get, the more parasites they get built up in their bodies. And we don't want to have to deal with them. No way. Okay, so is this group exclusionary? Absolutely. Absolutely. There is no way that sick processed food eaters are getting into this group. Just how it is. So I want to thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you are well because you've been eating whole natural foods, which is the God-given, creation-given, nature-given, whatever spirituality you believe in, way to consume foods on this planet. Thanks for joining me, everybody.